I think the meal planning, it's a good one. It's kind of a tip of its own, but you know, I think the last 2 weeks we've really been focusing on what we're going to eat. So preparing. What?
We've been really focusing on what we're going to eat. We always focus on what we're going to eat.
I just love to eat.
And welcome back to our channel. Today we are doing a video about how to survive the 2-week wait. This video is a collaboration with IVF Mumma Vlogs. She's a fellow YouTuber who's been trying to conceive for a while. She has 2 beautiful children and she is trying for her 3rd. She has been successful with IVF and has a lot of good vlogs and good information on her channel. So Caleb and I will be talking about 5 things that help us survive the 2-week wait, and then you could definitely go check out her channel because she'll have the other 5 tips for surviving the 2-week wait on her channel. So we have a link down below, so please click down there and you can watch the other half of this collab video. Shall we get started?
Let's get started.
Okay, do you want to say number 1?
Alright, so the very first tip that we would like to share is focus on a project. You know, choose something that maybe you've been putting off, or something that's fun, anything that you can really think of, something to distract you, something to take your mind off of waiting around, and just, you know, enjoy each day working on something.
Yeah, so for us, this 2-week wait, we have been focusing on kind of a top secret project that we will definitely share with you guys soon. And that has put all of our energy into it, and we've been focusing on it, and it's really helped the time go by. We also have been focusing on another project which we can tell you, and that's that we are going to Mexico for spring break.
Woo-hoo!
Woo-hoo! So it's been really a lot of fun planning that. I know obviously that's not going to happen for everyone every 2-week wait, but just something to get your mind off of it. Some ideas that we had was if you have any DIY projects you want to do, like any artwork for around your house, if you're an artist of any kind, you can work on some paintings, or if you like photography, go on a photography walk. Focus yourself on like a project that you can see it through till the end, and that helps you definitely keep distracted.
Yeah.
So our next tip, number 2, is to have kind of a date night or night out planned, and I specifically wanted to say to have it planned in the middle of your 2-week wait. That way you have something kind of to like break up that time. You have something to look forward to, and you have something that lifts your spirits when you're kind of getting in that down period of waiting. So the kinds of things that you could maybe do are, let's hear your ideas.
Well, you could do the typical go out for a nice dinner, maybe go to a movie after, maybe go to an area in the city that you like, go for a walk depending on the weather. Just kind of something fun, something to just, you know, be alone with each other and have some good quality time.
It's not bad.
Not bad?
Yeah.
Sometimes, you know, if you have a lot of 2-week waits, you want to keep it simple, so...
Yeah, and inexpensive as well.
Inexpensive, yeah. I mean, if you really wanted to, you could go away for a weekend or something if it worked out, but yeah, not every time, I don't think.
Yeah, even just like taking your dog for a walk, or you know, something that you get to specifically do together is really important, because it gives you that, like I said, that breakup of your 2 weeks. Number 3.
Number 3. This one really is geared more towards using your husband or your partner.
Your husband or your spouse
or your partner. Okay, so milk it. As Ayla wrote, she says you really need to milk those 2 weeks. Use your partner. Use them for whatever you want to use them for.
Yeah, technically for these 2 weeks, no matter what anyone says, you are pupo, which means pregnant until proven otherwise. So take advantage of that. Treat yourself as though you were pregnant, and make your husband carry the groceries in for you, and you know, get him to go get your cravings that day. Something that makes you feel kind of like you're embracing the fact that this could be your time to be pregnant. And if it turns out that you're not, well, at least you got to like kind of cherish that little bit of time that you did have.
Exactly. And one of the other things is, you know, when she is pregnant, we'll have done like a nice trial time, a good time to really get used to it. Now, we've been trying to conceive for quite a while now, so I think I've already been trained enough and I know what I need to do when the time comes. But for those of you out there who are just simply going through the 2-week wait and, you know, you're not sure what it's going to be like once you actually are pregnant, there you go. It's a good trial run.
You can practice, well, you can take your prenatals every day. Obviously you should, but that gets you kind of used to that action. And then things like not being in anywhere too hot, not raising your body temperature.
No caffeine.
Yeah,
lots
those kinds of
like
things.
That.
Yeah.
Just, you know, really getting used to that routine that you're going to have to go through.
So treat yourself as though you are pregnant and milk it.
Treat your body like a temple.
Like a temple.
Is that what they say? I think that's what they say.
So number 4, I wrote down to pamper yourself. So this could mean a variety of different things for a variety of different people. Some of the ideas that I was thinking about is, you know, get a massage. And if you can't afford one, make your spouse give you a massage. And you can paint your nails. You can take a bath. Obviously not too hot of a bath, but you can do...
A lukewarm bath?
Yeah. Well, that sounds really,
wow,
that sounds really
so
bad.
Nice.
No
so
thanks.
Nice.
Like I mentioned in my previous video, I've been trying to meditate more often, so that's something that I've included in this Pamper Yourself section because, you know, it's kind of for you. It's for your body and your mind and your soul, and so you need to take care of yourself. And that kind of helps pass the time too, I find, when I'm focusing some time on creating meal plans of food that I think is healthy, or if I'm, you know, trying to focus my energy on keeping myself happy, keeping myself feeling good. So, yeah.
I think the meal planning, it's a good one. It's kind of a tip of its own, but, you know, I think the last 2 weeks we've really been focusing on what we're going to eat, so preparing. What?
We've been really focusing on what we're going to eat. We always focus on what we're going to eat.
Well, moving on to the last one.
Number 5.
And this one is, I guess, more for people who don't YouTube their entire life.
Yeah, so it's kind of funny coming from us, this tip, because we obviously don't follow it, but we do believe that this would be something that could be helpful for those of you who are watching and could make the 2-week wait a little bit easier and more survivable.
So, and that tip would be, don't overshare. So try to limit the amount of people that you really tell that you're in your 2-week wait. Because a lot of people will be coming up to you, they'll want to know. They'll say, oh, how's it going? Like, have you found out yet?
Have you
Do you
tested?
have any information for us? Have you tested?
Yeah.
And that can bring a lot of stress and a lot of anxiety, and the pressure to please them could just be overwhelming. For us, we've been vlogging now for quite a few months, and we feel more comfortable sharing, and the pressure really, it doesn't get to us. So for us, it's a lot easier, but for the majority of people out there, I think not oversharing is a very important tip.
Definitely, and that just goes like with what Caleb said, is just having a little bit less pressure on yourself, that you're not worrying about the other people relying on your results or waiting to hear from you. You're able to kind of take as much time as you need, if it's negative or positive, and nobody will actually know the exact date that you're going. That's one of the reasons why we usually try not to share the exact date that our beta tests are, just because that way we can give ourselves like a couple days wiggle room to then let everyone know.
Those were the 5 tips that we had to share with you, and I really hope that they help you in your next 2-week wait, and they make things a little bit easier on you.
Yeah.
You and your spouse.
So we know that the 2-week wait can be really, really difficult. It's so hard to you know, kind of wait until your actual procedure or until ovulation, and then to wait until you could to find out if you're pregnant or not. It's torture. It honestly is. More so for the woman than it is for the man, but you know, it's very hard. And so just know that you are allowed to take it easy, and you're allowed to pamper yourself, and you're allowed to treat yourself in a way that makes you survive it, and that's okay. So again, this video was a collab with IVF Mumma Vlogs. She is a really awesome YouTuber, and we are so grateful that she asked us to collab this video with her. So please go check her out. Her link is down below, like I mentioned before. And if you aren't subscribed to us, then do. You should. Our link will be down below as well, and that way you just can follow along on our journey and hopefully find out our IUI results here in the next little while.
Yeah, we'd love to share with you, and we'd love to have you along.
And thumbs up.
Don't forget to thumbs up both of these videos, because we love those thumbs.
We do. Alright guys, so thank you so much, and we will see you in our next video.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye. Ellie, 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 Ellie.
Oh, smush face.
Ugh.
Get more pep in your step.
More pep in my step. I need a Dr. Pepper for
You
that.
need a pepperoni stick.
Yeah. Gotta get those at Costco.
Yeah, I know. I was just thinking that.
Alright, so the first tip that Ayla
This is gonna take hours. Okay, deep breath. So basically, I haven't had any symptoms really at all. I feel pretty much the same as I normally would. The only thing that has been something I've noticed is that I have been hungrier. I have been eating more and more frequently and larger amounts. Ellie, what are you doing?